Today I will go over your shop, some free hextech chests, an update around the new mastery system, an orb vs orb comparison, and more. First up, there's a new emote in the reroll pool now called the Small Rabbit, and it's an emote for Aurora's release. So if you have any spare emote shards, then reroll it now and you'll get this free emote. Next up, there was a bit of an oopsie or blunder from Riot Games around your shop, and more specifically the official League of Legends Arabia Twitter account, which announced that their your shop would go live on July 15th. However, that never happened and they have taken the post down. So I'm wondering if it's actually going to go live with the other servers. And as you may or may not know, Riot don't tend to launch your shops during the same week as an event goes live. So that's why we're not getting a your shop this week, because the new event just went live. So it's probably going to go live next week. And this has happened before. Riot will launch an event and then a your shop will appear usually the next week or week after. So the prediction is that it'll go live next week, and it is looking likely that it will be legendary. Next up, Riot have made an announcement for the LCS, which I'll play now.
It will be on Saturday every weekend for the rest of the split, and to celebrate the fact that we're coming out of the break, we'll be doing drops on watch.lolesports.com, giving away thousands of hextech chests and keys for every series this weekend.
So for this weekend only, there will be a lot of chest drops happening. And if it's similar to previous LCS weekends where they do this, they drop about 2,000 chest drops each time, based on previous drop cards. And if there's any time I recommend you watch or leave a stream open, it's for the LCS. The LCS is the only broadcast that even I've managed to get some chest drops from. And the last time they did this last month, I got 2 chests. And because they drop 2,000 chests each time and the LCS is pretty much dead, then you have a good chance to get one of these, at least on one of the matches. And there's 4 best of 3 series this weekend, and there'll be anywhere from 8 to 12 games, so there's plenty of opportunity to get a hextech chest. You don't actually have to watch the LCS, you can just leave the broadcast open AFK on a computer. Next up, Rioter Jordan Checkman has made an announcement on some upcoming changes to the mastery system. They will be bringing back mastery points to be displayed on loading screen cards. They don't have a date, but it's definitely coming back. And someone asked about ARAM being difficult to get the new mastery chest, and Jordan mentions they do have longer term plans for other game modes, however there's nothing close enough to talk about yet. So it's a similar response we've heard before. They are aware of the problem, but they have no clear timeline on what it looks like. Moving on, with the Anima Squad event now live, you might not be aware, but there will be 2 event orbs that you can choose to spend your event tokens on. The first Anima Squad orb is live now and you can see it in the event shop, and there will be a new orb going live in a couple of weeks called the Primordian 2024 orb. And as you know, each orb has a chance to drop a grab bag, and each of the grab bags do have different drop rates. In simple terms, the orb that's live now is the safest option. You're guaranteed at least 3 skin shards, and you've got a decent chance to get 4 skin shards. And the grab bag that's coming out in a couple of weeks will also guarantee you 3 skin shards. However, there isn't that other option of getting 4 skin shards, and there's a very tiny 5% chance that you'll get 2 extra shards, so 5 shards in total. So obviously this one is a bit of a gamble, but if you do prefer this, then save your tokens for when it goes live. And speaking of orbs, Hextech Store has a range of cheap Anima Squad loot. The pass only costs £8.49 and capsules cost £3.49 each. And if you use code META, you'll get a further discount. They're also giving away 10 capsules in their Discord. I'll post all links in the description below. And speaking of the event and addressing the elephant in the room, a lot of people were expecting a free capsule with this event, and this was based on PvE data mines. However, when the event went live, people were quick to notice that the capsule isn't in fact free, and it's part of the pass. So unfortunately, we won't be getting a free capsule. And of course, both data miners Danny and Skin Spotlights did note that these could be subject to change. However, it's still surprising that Riot did indeed have this in the PvE files, and it was changed last minute. And it's not like this was a leak where it would be more likely to change. This was put in the PvE files by Riot and data mined. So I have no idea what actually happened here. Maybe Riot did this on accident, but then saw the tweets and fixed it after, just before the event went live. And I had a look back at previous events to see how a mistake like this could actually occur, and it seems that level 26 in the past has been used as a slot for free rewards, and they've also had it as a slot for capsules when the event had a capsule alongside it. So I don't want to assume the worst here. It probably was a mistake, but a lot of people did have their doubts and thought Riot was intentionally doing this. And I don't blame people, because Riot have backtracked on things in the past. However, this one wasn't actually live yet and it wasn't officially announced. It just seems to be a mix-up in the PvE files. And when it was first data mined, I did give Riot props for doing it, but obviously now I've eaten my words. We haven't had a free capsule since since I think it was Arcane, or when they first launched the new event pass system. We haven't had a free capsule since that, and that's been about a couple of years now. And in fact, Riot have only nerfed things since then. And for some reason, the main Reddit mods are still removing posts if you do talk about how they've nerfed passes. Even to this day, they're still removing them. So this is still pretty sus. And speaking of events and reward nerfs, it does seem that this big Anima Squad event will only have these 4 rewards for the Swarm event mode. And if you can't find where these rewards are, they're actually listed on a separate mission tab when you go to queue up for Swarm. And there's a few tabs you can click. There's also some lock tabs, so obviously you do have to progress through these missions and unlock them to get these rewards. But like I said, the rewards are nerfed compared to previous summer events where we used to get icons and some other things for every champion. Like the Soul Fighter event from last year, we did have a meta game where we got a lot of rewards for it. And then of course before that there was the Star Guardian event, which also had a lot of rewards. So it's a massive nerf compared to these previous big summer events. But like I said before, it doesn't surprise anyone. Thanks for watching, see you next time.